So I'm finna tell y'all a story about the time I helped my friend poop skirt pearl up on her dude. It was like 7 years ago. I was probably 21, 23. He wasn't the type of dude, like he was, I don't even want to consider a boyfriend, like, because like she would talk to him like whenever he had time for her. Like he didn't have a cell phone and he didn't have no car, and like she would go like months or weeks without talking to him, and he would hit her up on like Yahoo Messenger and like email her and stuff like that, and call her on homeboys phones and stuff, and on private, might add you. And this one particular time he had called her and he had slipped up, and instead of calling her private, he called her on a real number. So my homegirl and me, being the young dumb people we were, we decided to call the number back. So we called the number back on my phone. His friend answered, a friend that my friend had already seen before and knew in particular because she dropped him off at his house one time before. She was like, well, you riding? I was like, we riding. We're gonna go catch this dude in the act. So we was ready. So we drove 25 miles. And like, I mean, we was driving because we didn't know how long he was gonna be there, because he don't, like I said, he don't have a cell phone. He didn't have no car, but he was always a man on the go. We doing 90 in a 60 and 60 in a 30. We was getting it, you feel me? And so when we finally got there, I pulled up, but it was in my car because she didn't want him to recognize hers. So we parked close enough to where we could see the people that was coming in the house, and close enough to where we could see people pulling in, but farther enough to where we couldn't be recognized or seen in my car, and my car had tint, so it was hard for them to see it. So anyway, long story short is, after, like, I'm not even gonna say, we pulled up 5 minutes, and then after 5 minutes of us sitting in the car, another car pulled up. My friend, she went to look in, because of course she'd been here before, so she's like been in the house, talked to the people that stay in the house and stuff like that. So it's an old boy, the friend, the wife, because the friend had a wife at the time, and his little sister. So okay, so she wasn't upset about the girl or whatever. So my thing was like, what we gonna do now, girl? Like, you see him, like, are we gonna wait for him? Are we gonna drive off? Like, you see the dude, like he ain't with nobody else. Like, so what we gonna do? Make your next move your best move, you feel me? So she was like, F it. I mean, she said, I'm about to go and knock on the door. And I was like, this chick is crazy. I mean, don't get me wrong, we already crazy because we done drove 25 miles to go see this dude and see what he doing, because she ain't seen him in a long time, but he wanna, you know, like, he's still calling her. He just called her. She goes up to the house. Mind you, I told her, let me stay back, because if something happens, at least I can run up unexpectedly, you feel me? Like, like, I can run up unexpectedly. We don't want to both be caught off guard. Let us be the ones that catch them off guard. So she goes up there, and as she's walking to the house, he comes out the door, and he like shocked and like disbelief, like oh my god, like she here. And they start talking, and everything seemed cool at first, but you could tell that he was nervous about something, because he kept like looking around, like looking down the street, trying to see something. So I already knew, back into my mind, she probably didn't even think about it, but back in my mind, I knew that he had somebody at least on the way coming to pick him up, or it was another female coming to like be over there at the house. So I'm scoping out the place or whatever. All of a sudden, from the opposite side of the street, another car pulls up, and I'm like, this gotta be the car, because his eyes got so big, like they was like, I knew this was about to go down right now. So she turned around, he turned around. At that point, I knew it was about to go down, so I got in the car. I turned my car back on. So I turned my car back on, and I started driving, and where I started driving, it was a stop sign, and the house was right here. So it was kind of like one of those where the house met right there. So it was easy access. So I got to the stop sign, and I rolled the window down.
Girl, you in trouble? Like, do you need some help? Like, what's going on? Like, is it a problem?
And she was like, yeah, it's a problem. So her and this girl start going at it, and I'm getting out the car or whatever, and I hear old boy scream talking about, I don't know what y'all problem is, I'm just talking to y'all, like. And so these girls directed from yelling at each other about the fight to like going on this dude, like my dude, like, what are you talking about? Like, you my boyfriend, like, you call me like, what? You call me your baby, like, you tell me I'm your girlfriend. So what are you talking about? And so they start going at it with him, so I was just like, all right, whatever. So the homeboy and his wife come out and like, what's going on? Like, what's the problem? Like, what's happening and stuff like that. Like, we finna call the cops because, I mean, y'all are being too loud and y'all about to fight in my front of my yard, and we just moved over here. Like, we ain't finna be doing all that. And so I'm just like, hey, girl, like, I'm not finna go to jail over a dude that say he's just talking to you. Like, we're not finna be doing that. No, you're not finna be doing that. Like, hey, girl, we're not finna be going to jail over a dude that says he's just talking to you. So you should just get out, you know, go back in the car and let's get it out. So we get in the car. The girl that rolled up on us, she got in her car, and like basically everybody was like, F that dude, like whatever. So we all driving home. All of a sudden, like her phone blowing up. We don't know. She answers, it's old boy, and he like, oh, I really want to be with you and stuff like that. And I'm just like, girl, hang the phone up. Like, he literally just said he just talking to you. So that night or whatever, I slayed over, and like he showed up at her door like he be doing all the time, and he was just like, I want to be with you and blah blah blah. And so I was just like, I'm gonna leave and see what happened. So she texted me or whatever, and she was like, are you coming back? Cause oh boy, he ain't leaving. Like, I'm gonna let him talk to me. I'm gonna let him tell me what it is. I'm like, girl, he already told you what it was when, like, what? So anyway, that was like, I think that was like the last straw for our friendship. Like, because like you had me like about to go to jail over something, and I'm thinking like, by seeing this dude and him getting caught up, even though like you've been with him for like a whole year and a half and you didn't know where he was, like I thought that this was gonna be like the end of it, and like you decided to make it not the end, and then you were just like, basically I'ma still be with him. So, and push come to shove or whatever, like they still together. He's still cheating on them numerous times or whatever. Now she got a baby with him, and like, I mean, they seem like, I guess she happy, like, you know, like that's her or whatever. But I moved on from it. But it was a crazy day. It was a crazy time for me, and I thought it would just be a good ass story time. We're gonna just keep on pushing. Y'all want more challenges, story times, shoot, vlogs, let us know. We got one of those little annotative note vote thingies in the thing, so y'all just let us know what we're gonna be able to do, and we'll get back with you when I get back with you. If I get back with you, we'll get back with you when I get back with you. If I get back with you.